Yet another first of its kind from Haylett RV. This is a Wildcat travel trailer, 343 BIK here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a new thing from Wildcat. We were actually one of the people that helped them design parts of this. They have been very successful in fifth wheels, and in years past they had built trailers, but they had really focused hard on their fifth wheels for a while. They got those things really dialed in, and their success rates are showing it, and they wanted to get back into the trailer market. Now, the tricky part is so many RVs look so similar. By the way, this is 8,325 pounds. That's part of what I want to get into next here. So many RVs look similar. Like with the nose cap and everything on this and the nice fiberglass skin, this looks like an ultralight. It is not. It is not made to be the lightest weight trailer on the market. It is made to be built rock solid. It's made to be one of the last RVs you ever need to consider owning. You know, it has insulation levels that a common ultralight couldn't dream of having. That's what happens when you're allowed to put a little extra weight into an RV. Now, unfortunately, we're parked this right next to a trade-in this morning because we're, at the time of this filming, this is day one of a big sale we're having, so we're just packed up on space right now, and I'm doing the best I can to get around to everything. And I really wanted to give this one its due diligence, though. So we're going to kind of start backwards. We're going to start at the outside kitchen here today. So first of all, it's a full outside kitchen, not one of the little mini kitchens that you see out there that aren't quite as functional. But secondly, the material selection here is fantastic. Do the old wedding ring test. This is one of those metal top countertops here. Now, this is going to be subject to far more moisture exposure and whatnot out here than a lot of other things are. So that's why they went with metal instead of wood. Even the drawers out here are not wood. So this is something that's not going to get warped and humidified over time. One of the things I want to point out that we're not at a good position to really see is there's two awnings on this floor plan. And I'm still learning the options versus standards on these at the time of this filming, so bear with me there. I don't know if we've added a second awning or if that was planned from the factory, but both power awnings do have full-length LED light stripping. If you see a bracket on the bumper of an RV like that, that's a dead giveaway that it includes a bumper-mounted grill. So this has a little cooktop and a grill. All of your windows are slider windows on a Wildcat to give you maximum airflow. That's a big thing down there, is everything has to function first and look good second, though I think they've accomplished both. Neat thing, fully laminated walls. Fully laminated all the way around the perimeter. They do have a constructed floor and roof. It's built identically effectively to their fifth wheels, and that's what's cool about this. They didn't scale this down because it's a trailer. They built a flat deck fifth wheel. It has all the same construction, features, amenities as their fifth wheels. Like for instance, we have a fully enclosed forced air heated underbelly. They have a ton of insulation in the roof. Long story short, this is made to be something that will hold up to its weather. Pardon the tractor noise here. We're moving another big fifth wheel out, as you can see right there. I was not joking about having a big sale right now. This was just a brilliant decision. The 3/4 nose cap while still maintaining the diamond plate. That is something that is really catching on and becoming very, very popular in the world of travel trailers right now because it gives you the best of both worlds. They still have a fully painted nose cap, but you maintain the diamond plate that otherwise you would have to lose, so you don't have to give anything up here. This has one of the biggest pass-through storages I've seen in a long time, and I left this big 40-inch flat screen TV box in here so that you could see how much bigger everything else is. You can see how much further past your RBQ grill is encompassed in here. You can see the aluminum skeleton of the trailer. It's all welded, not bracketed. There is an outside TV hookup there, and what's neat is the TV mount is right here, but the plugins and whatnot are down there, so you kind of have like a dual functionality. Here comes another one. Holy cow, we are just swimming in trailers today. They opted for a cable slide system, which the first time people see it, I've had some people say, man, I looked at that, I about threw up. You don't understand. This is like aircraft grade cable. This stuff is excellent. We find this used on some very high level fifth wheels. It's incredibly lightweight. You know, like I said, this is not designed to be a lightweight. They went extra heavy on a few things. Like for instance, let me come in here. Oh, that is a wider entry door. That's something I just noticed. Like there's not even training literature available on this trailer yet. I'm just going through with experience and sharing the things that I know. I liked it right when you walk in, pow, all the light switches are right here. That was a smart decision. Now, one of the areas where they did pick up some extra weight, but like if you back up, this thing just has a huge feel about it. And one of the reasons is it's extremely tall. I've learned I'm just tall enough. If I go like this with my hand over my head, then it's a 78-inch standard ceiling. If I can extend my fingers, it's an 81-inch taller ceiling. I can barely graze the ceiling in here, and it's not a vaulted ceiling. It is a flat linear profile, though it is arched on the exterior, mind you. The interior profile is flat and linear. What that means is that this is like an 81-inch or taller interior height. This is an extremely tall floor plan. Well, not even floor plan, but series of trailers. Now, what's really cool is there's versions of RVs like this, but the living room is flipped. This has the super side on the door side over here. That means that all of your windows are looking at your campsite instead of looking at the neighbor's trailer. And they put the little kitchen slide on the off-door side. I was afraid when I first saw the schematic that when I walked in it would feel small, but that is obviously not the case. And they're not the only ones with this floor plan, but this is the best executed version of that I've ever seen. Like the detail work on like your accent lighting and stuff. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. They have ace insulation in here. Like we've got the bigger 8 cubic foot refrigerator hiding behind those big cabinet doors. More on that. Speaking of storage, holy cow, this thing is monster storage. I love that they use the raised panels on this wood down here, just to really kind of liven it up. The stainless steel sink that you've seen from other Wildcats, the nicer hardware. Again, this is equipped exactly like a fifth wheel, it's just on a flat deck. The storage solutions in this are nothing short of monstrous. Now, keep in mind, that's not even touching on all of the storage that we have down here on the island. And notice where they hide power outlets right on the side of the island. They keep it down here where water can't get to it, but you can still have all your appliances up here and running. All of this extra countertop and storage space is in the slide. It's off the floor plan. And a lot of people see this and say this is the slide, but remember, it actually includes the refrigerator as well. This is a big slide over here. Stainless appliance package on your microwave and your stove. They've recessed the stove to give you a flush mount countertop. And again, looking at storage, we have this mega pantry over here. It's deceptively big. Like, I didn't realize how big it was, because when that's shut, you're like, yeah, whatever, there's some cabinet doors there. And then you open it, and it's like, holy crap, that's huge. I mean, that's huge. And looking back this direction, there's another one. They're both, I sound like Jerry Seinfeld. Would you look at that? Chicken nuggets, what is the deal? Anyway, not the best impression ever, but you get the point. Anyway, back to, sorry, I'm like a dog who sees a squirrel. I see something shiny and I get distracted. Back to the point at hand. Our entertainment center here is absolutely awesome. When I'm walking around in this trailer, I'm like, man, this TV's mounted a little bit low. And then I realized, you don't watch TV standing up. You sit down. This TV's exactly where it should be. And wow, look at that highly reflective bald head of mine sitting there in the reflection. That's that's Mother Nature talking right there. All-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD player. Inside-outside speakers, multiple speaker zones. It's Bluetooth enabled. Not an uncommon unit in the industry. A very good unit, however. I like Jensen stuff. Jensen stuff does a good job. This is a traditional hide-a-bed. Not a memory foam, but it's not an air bed, so it's like an actual real hide-a-bed with a real mattress in it. That's almost uncommon and almost takes extra time to explain. This dinette is extra long, by the way. They did that so they could put a bigger table in here. And notice, too, with the wall mounted system here, there's like no beams or anything that'll bash your knees, and there is full storage under both sides of the dinette. Where they're using wood, they're using real wood. They're not using a lot of like OSB and particle board and whatnot. There is a measure of that in this product, but they're in places where it is, I don't know, acceptable, I guess. All interior lighting is LED, and if you want to get real picky with me and say, no, that's an incandescent bulb, I'm going to tell you to take a walk because you're being ridiculous and you're you're just being nitpicky. The bunkhouse has mom and dad's privacy door, sanity door, so this door can shut and you can, on a rainy day, the kids have their own ultimate den back here. This bunk area is just awesome. Now, other than just in front of the Super Slide, this is a carpetless model, so it is very easy to keep clean and whatnot. This was a nice touch. you've got just a nice wall switch for ceiling lights here in the bunk area. And that's actually something I've seen manufacturers get more and more and more in tune with. That's a very good idea. Once again, I have some cabinet doors open, so pardon me. But extra storage everywhere they could put it. This is the slide out, and they put the biggest big kid bed I've ever seen down here. An adult can actually sleep in the slide out of this thing without a problem. And there is a single little kid bunk above that. The bunk does lift up to flip out of the way. The overhead bunk over here, another big kid bed, and you see these little convertible futon sort of pillow things that they have here. You can use each of these spaces as a sofa, as a lounge. You've got a very generous entertainment center area over here with some wicked drawer space, and that is what truly impressed me about this little bunk area. There is a ton of storage in here, just like the kitchen. Even behind the built-in ladder, you see storage shelving. They did an amazing job, and even with all of the storage open, you're still free to navigate the cabin of the trailer. Pretty darn cool. Now, once again, another one of these areas there, once you open the doors, you're like, holy cow, there's dedicated dresser and closet space in this bunkhouse area. This is one of the best executed private bunkhouses I think I've ever seen. There's storage all over the place. Tons of it. Moving forward here, another thing to mention, the TV being on the swing arm, it can face anywhere you want it to quickly and easily, and it does have a pair of tie-down straps for transit. This is not the TV they intend for you to mount outside, by the way. It's too darn big to put where they put that outside TV mount. This is meant to stay right here, but they spend a little extra money on that double bracketed swing arm here so that you can swing this thing right around and face the kitchen if you're here all day by yourself, something like that. You're never going to feel left alone. And all the little detail work they put into this, just real sharp. Little Wildcat W on there with the back print. Now all the space in the storage in the back is really not it's not overstating everything you're gonna see up front. Long story short, you're gonna see the same like fifth wheel bedroom and bathroom that you've seen and come to know Wildcat for and has made them successful. But again, here in a flat deck fifth wheel, basically just a single deck travel trailer. We've got a larger 29-inch radius shower instead of the 24-inch angled shower. And again, it is tall guy friendly because we have that extra headroom. My head's not in the bubble, and I've still got lots of room in here. That's what's great. Oh, I need to clean that camera lens. It looks as ugly as my face. The stool is porcelain, so you can actually clean that, and it is foot flush to keep your face away from your business. And the point of porcelain here is a plastic stool is porous. It's going to be a breeding ground for bacteria and odors and things like that. A porcelain stool can actually be cleaned with like residential scrubbers and abrasives. Once again, privacy door for your sleeping cabin area. This is a easily walked around bed. This is a 74-inch camper queen. You can put an 80-inch queen in it. You have to understand you're going to eat up most of this walk around space. Be conscious of that. There are central air and central heat vents in every room, including the front private bedroom here. But this is a nice touch. You've got a dedicated switch for your ceiling light in here. And again, that's something you don't typically find in travel trailers. That's something you don't always find in fifth wheels. That's, again, Wildcat makes a nice product. They make a very well detail-oriented product. And there's little things like that that people miss from time to time. Like the stands here with power outlets so you can run your CPAP machines and your phone chargers and everything. The fact that we have the Crossbreeze slider panel windows on both sides here. If you do want to add a TV to the bedroom, you can, and you see that they do actually include the ceiling power vent up here, or, well, pardon me, ceiling vent up here for Crossbreeze, not a power vent. Word snuck in there on me. Anyway, I like that mirror too. Thankfully, I'm far enough away you don't have to get too close to my face here. Anyway, give us a call, learn more. This is a very new product, a very sweet product. I'll be surprised if a bunch of dealers jump right on this because or don't jump on it rather, because this is a fantastic offering right here. This is something that you can really, like, it would be perfect for like a park because you've got so much space here. And if you have like occasional come and go guests or something like that, it'd be great for that as well. But because it is built so rock solid, it would be the ideal family bunkhouse camper. 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, everybody. Happy camping.